next day I went to go see The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby, and that was really interesting. I liked that movie a lot. It has James McAvoy and Jessica Chastain, and it shows a love story from the perspective of the woman's character and then the perspective of the man's character. It's long. It was like 3 hours, but you know what? If a movie is really good, it doesn't matter how long it is. It doesn't matter. These people are tormented for sure. The whole movie, you're trying to figure out what caused this rift to happen between these two people and their different perspectives, the moments that we remember and how we remember them, and how our perception of things color our memory and how our memory colors our perceptions. Yeah, so and the soundtrack was amazing, really great. And Jessica Chastain was beautiful and pale and gaunt, and her cheekbones were just outstanding. I like this movie too. I'm a horrible reviewer because I like everything I see. And the Q&A was really fun too because James was hilarious. So I took a picture while I was in the theater, and this happened. Funny enough, I didn't see it until I looked at my photographs after the event and everything, so I didn't realize that he looked at my face. For James McAvoy, I also made a ill-advised notebook drawing, but he already had gone before anyone even came out of the theater, so I know. It's embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing. I ran from that movie to try and rush August Osage County. I know. What was I even thinking? So standing in line, I talked to a really nice older gentleman from Scotland, and I met two girls that had read the play in high school, and they had a newspaper that they had written, "Eat the fish, bitch," which is a line from the play. And unfortunately, we did not get in. I'd say about 30 or so people did get in, but the line was probably a couple hundred that wanted to get in. And that's when I went over to my other movie, which is called The Husband, which I thought was so good. The Husband is about a guy who's dealing with his wife being incarcerated because she slept with a 14-year-old boy in one of her classes, and him dealing with this rage and embarrassment, and he's taking care of their son while she's in jail. And it's just, you can tell it's eating him alive. The whole movie, you can feel the amount of stress and anxiety that he's going through, and then on top of it, after a while, this manic energy and what he decides to do. It's fast-paced and it does not let go. And like, so after this movie, you just want to take a deep breath, take a hot shower, and relax. There's humor. So much happens where you're like, oh, that's wrong. Oh God, what is he doing? And then, I walked by and I saw the premiere of The Devil's Knot, and I saw Colin Firth and Reese Witherspoon. Colin Firth was a little bit taller than I thought he'd be, actually. I mean, I thought he was already tall anyway. Very good looking. Seemed like a nice chap. He stopped and was letting people take photographs and like actually putting his arm around them, which was really sweet. And then Reese Witherspoon was just as tiny as I thought she'd be in real life. She was walking across on her heels. It was a last-minute decision to try and rush Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson, and that is directed by Jonathan Glazer. I was waiting in line, got to meet some new friends, and this other guy walks up and says, "Hey, my friends can't go to this. Would you want to buy a ticket?" So I bought one ticket off of him, and so did my other two friends, and we all went together, and we ate jub-jubs. Jub-jubs. Gumdrops? No, jub-jubs. They're jub-jubs, not gumdrops. So this movie, the soundtrack was mesmerizing. This one kind of reminded me a little bit of David Lynch, but at the same time, I don't even want to say that because I really like David Lynch's stuff. I feel like I can relate more to his visions of what he makes than this. There were some definitely stunning visuals, like a liquid static. I say static because that's what it sounds like. It's crackly and weird. That was the most horrifying image of the whole entire movie. But on the whole movie, she's looking for food. A lot of these people were not actors, so I'm guessing at some point they must have said, "Oh, this is just for this movie, and could you sign this consent form because you're going to be in the movie?" I don't know. It was very strange. I know that movies are open to interpretation. I felt like he left it too much open for interpretation. And as far as them saying that Scarlett Johansson really had to commit to this role and be very open, and it was such a leap of faith on her part to do this and everything, I get that at one point, I guess. But at the same time, I don't know. It didn't seem... You have to be comfortable in your body, yes. But other than that,